Over 30% of the older adults in Marin live alone. As people go through the aging process, they can become more isolated, they can become more trusting of people that perhaps they shouldn't be trusting of, and it's a situation where financial abuse can easily take place. So the FAST team was formed. It's a group of volunteers working with the Division of Aging and Adult Services in Marin County. We have two purposes: to educate the public as to potentials for victimization. Our other goal is to actually process cases that are referred to us to perform a forensic accounting to see if fraud has actually taken place, and then to see if we can get a record and what would be done about that fraud. Some of our volunteers go out into the community and educate older adults on how not to fall victim to scams and become victims of financial abuse. We go to diverse locations such as mobile home parks, senior centers, town halls, and assisted living facilities. The more places that the team goes to educate the public, the more requests we get to do so. So it is our mission. We are going to be continuing to do education for the County of Marin.
That daughter who had her name on the bank account legally got all the money, maybe hundreds. Older adults are a group who are especially the targets, and these are people that are in retirement homes, rest homes, in their own homes, some of them in hospitals, and folks that are targets for scam artists, people that are going to take advantage of them to take their money. Sometimes, along with the financial abuse, you have physical abuse, which is a terrible thing. And it's so terribly important to protect these people and to get the information out there. The police are sensitized. We all need to be sensitized to this problem.
In one of our presentations, we discussed this, and that we said it is all right to say no to somebody when they call you. There was one woman in the audience who probably was in her 80s, and she came up to us and said that she had been called various times over the past 6 months by an individual who kept asking her for money, and she just couldn't say no to that person. After she heard our presentation, she came up to us and said, "I want to thank you very much. Now you have given me permission to say no."
The other part of the team's goal is to perform forensic accountings on cases in which we suspect there is fraud, and we use the team to actually go through the documents and see if we have a case for prosecution of the fraud. So let me describe the process by which the team might be alerted to a case in which there is a problem. We get referrals from Marin County Police Departments, from the Marin County Sheriff, from Adult Protective Services, or the Public Guardian Office. In addition to that, community members can also report cases of fraud in which they're concerned that someone is being taken advantage of. These cases are funneled through the FAST team. They complete their investigation to determine if any fraud has occurred. If fraud has occurred, then we continue with the case. We forward it over to the district attorney, who also participates in the FAST process. The district attorney will determine if they have enough to actually bring charges to the person. The ultimate and best goal, of course, is if there is enough to charge the person, and if the person is convicted and then needs to make restitution to the client. That's the best possible outcome.
The FAST team is composed of many individuals with different skills, including accounting, finance, law, real estate, banking, psychologist, medicine. If you have that kind of a skill, I think you would find it very rewarding if you were to join us.
So I feel that being able to pass my expertise on that subject on is very rewarding. You get to make friends, and you get to work together as a team, and I think that's very important.